What's up, y'all? It's your boy King J, back again with another one. Welcome to Intuitive Living. This video we're gonna be speaking about energy, how to protect your energy, and be mindful of the thoughts and the people around you, because like attracts like. Okay, so you attract that which you are, you have become. Okay, so you gotta be aware of your thoughts, how you're moving, and who you're around, who you surround yourself with. At all times, you have to be aware of that. So when we speak about energy, right? Everybody around you, or that you surround yourself with, you are transferring energy at all times. So you have to be mindful of the people that you surround yourself with. You got to be mindful of the people that you associate yourself with. All of your affiliates, once you hang out with a whole lot, once you call friends, acquaintances, so that's including families as well. And you know, people you go into partnership with, relationships, and so forth. Okay, we gotta be mindful of all that. But it all starts with you. Okay, it starts with you. Like I have been saying all the time, your energy has to be good. Your energy has to be good. Okay, you have to think positive thoughts. You have to think good about yourself, and you have to focus on what makes you better. Okay, so when you're having these thoughts, you have to be generating positive energy with your positive thoughts, or you do generate positive energy with your positive thoughts about yourself or anyone else. Okay, this is how you create that good energy field around you. Okay, because you as a human is a ball of energy. You know what I'm saying? Everything about you is energetic. Okay, and you have to be aware of that, and that includes, because all the things that does affect your energy is things that you do to yourself, about how you think about yourself, about the people you hang out with, about the food you eat, the water you drink. You know, all these things affect your energy. So it's not one thing. That's why you have to be aware of everything. You know, you have to be aware of that. Now, like attracts like. You need to look yourself. You gotta understand what you are doing and what you could do better. To better your situation in your life. Okay. Now, you have to be honest with yourself. Okay. You have to understand that there's two of you. There's your ego self, which is the mind, and there's your higher self, which is the soul, the true essence, the real you, which speaks from the heart. Okay, that's why I tell a lot of people don't stay too much into the mind. You only go into the mind to collect what is good for you, not these negative things that most of y'all give your attention to within the mind or your surrounding, and all those things affects your energy. Okay, so you have to evaluate the individuals that are around you, because those people around you are reflecting who you are, who you have become. Okay, and this is the fact. So like attracts like. You attracts that which you have become. So when you are with individuals that you are around all the time, majority of the time, that's who you have become. So that's why you guys are around each other all the time, because y'all the same. Y'all in the same energy, doing the same things, whatever it's good or it's bad, or what they call bad. Nothing is really bad. Everything is just lessons that you learn. You know, you're going through the experience to learn stuff. So nothing is bad. Everything is good. Once again, change how you look at things, and the things you look at will change. That's just what it is. You change how you look at things, and the things you look at will change. And this is what you have to do. Okay? So don't look at situation and be like, that's a bad situation, or this is, all these negative thoughts. Yes, the situation might be negative, but take the positive out of it. Why it is happening? Okay, it ain't just happening for no reason. There's no coincidence. There's no mistakes. None of that stuff. Everything is calculated and is precisely being illustrated or done to you for your highest good. You have to be aware of that. You have to capture the essence of what is going on and why it's going on. You have to see that and understand that. Okay. So back to the people you would surround yourself with. Okay. Because they're just reflecting what is you, what is inside of you, what you have become. Okay, so those you hang around with, you need to start looking at them and like, are these people what I want to be? You know, because if they are not better than your life, they're not influencing you in a good way, you know, in the right way, you know, then you need to change some things about you. Because once you start changing things about you, you know, people are gonna start saying what they say. They say, "Oh, you have changed." Okay, or you changing. Well, yes, you're changing because you are no longer in the energy that they're in anymore. So now they're seeing those changes inside of you or with you. Okay, and now they're recognizing that. You know it because you feel it, and you know that, okay, I don't need to be around these people anymore because they're not serving my highest good. This is what you need to look for, your highest good. Okay, and this is what everybody needs to do. Stop trying everybody. They use fear all the time. That's why I keep pushing out love. I say you must love yourself. Because once you start loving yourself, you understand that nothing affects you. You allow nothing to affect you. Okay? And the reason why you have the depression, anxiety, stress, and all the different things is because we put too much on our plate and try to eat it at the same time. When you're supposed to gradually pick out specific things that you want to better in your life and grow off of that thing, each and every day, and master it. Once you master that thing, you go to the next one. You master that, you go to the next one. So you do it step by step like that. And, that protects your energy. Back to that again, everything is energy, right? So whatever it is that, you surround yourself with, once again, whatever it is that you're thinking about every single time is what you're going to bring into your reality. Okay? Your thoughts create reality. Okay? Create your reality. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to bring into your reality is what you focus your mind on, your attention when you're thinking about it. Okay? So whatever you give your attention to all the time in that thoughts process, in that mind, is what you're going to bring into reality. That's what you're going to attract. So if you are negative all the time, or you're thinking about some negative things all the time, that's exactly what you're going to bring into your reality. You're going to bring those people to you. You're going to attract those people because they feed off your energy. You know what I'm saying? They come through you. They come to you from your energy. The energy that you present, the energy that you boil yourself into. It's what they come to you as, because that's the energy that you were in. So you attract that which you have been. Okay? You attract that which you think about all the time, which you give your attention to all the time. So you have to be mindful of all these things, okay? So you can better yourself, so you can protect your energy, so you can be more happy, be more aware, be more at peace with yourself. You have to be mindful of all these things. Okay, you have to be. Now I can say something about just generally speaking, the thoughts that we have with specific individuals, the conversation that we have with specific individuals, the things that we talk about, the things that we watch on social media. I tell you guys to not spend so much time on social media watching these negative things and thinking that it's not going to affect you. It is impossible for you to watch negative things and be around negative people and think it will not affect you. Yes, it will. There's no way you can sit there and watch negative stuff all the time and then thinking that it's not going to affect you. That's impossible. It's going to affect you. Okay? It's going to change you. Because all you're doing is alternating your, your DNA, your process, your cells, all this stuff affects them. When you're sitting there watching them. Okay? They're going to start vibrating at a different rate. Lower rate. And it's going to change your entire mood, and you don't understand what's going on with you because you just think that stuff is happening, or you're just in the mood and you don't. If you don't understand what is going on with you when you're in this mood and you're sad and stuff, you don't know what's going on, you need to start figuring out what have you been doing? What have you been involving yourself in? What you've been thinking about? What have you been watching? What have you been eating? What have you been drinking? Who you've been around? Who you've been listening to? Who you've been talking to? What you've been talking about? Because you guys spend a lot of time gossiping. Okay, talking about somebody else. But the thing about it is, we are all one and the same. reflection of you. And everybody that you're around, like I said at the beginning, I said, the people that you surround yourself with is the reflection of you, who you have become. You know, the people that you sitting there talking about, and you gossiping about, and you saying all these crazy things about, you know, ask yourself, why are you affected by what they're doing? Some people could be doing some things that looks incorrect, and you want to help them out, you want to advise them and stuff like that. You can advise people. Some people are stuck in their ways because they're egoistically driven. Okay, they're driven by their ego soul and pride, that they drown themselves. You don't need water to drown yourself. You drown. You can drown yourself in air, in emotions, in all the invisible things. You can drown yourself in it. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. Nothing is really physical because everything is vibrating at a high rate or low rate or medium rate and all that. That's why it looks solid, but nothing is really solid. Yes, so you don't need water to drown yourself. You can drown yourself in a lot of emotion, a lot of addictions and stuff like that. You can drown yourself with it. You can really, really affect yourself, your energy. You know, so you have to watch out for all those things. So, you know, the gossiping, the jealousy, the hate, you know, the envy. You should not be envy of no one. Because, you know, sometimes envy can be used in a good way to motivate yourself. Like, well, I envy you, man, in a good way. I don't think you should be envious of anyone. You can, if you feel like that person is in a good energy and you want to be around that energy, then look to be around that energy. You have to store away your pride. Try to be around that energy because you like what you see. Don't be jealous of it. Don't use jealousy when you are envious of someone in a person. If you think that is for your highest good, go ahead and try to be around that person. See what they're doing. Not be them. It has to come within, from within, okay? If it's for your highest good, not because it's some materialistic things that, don't be materialistic, don't do nothing because you're trying to impress people, because that's gonna go wrong for you, man. That's all incorrect, whatever, nothing is really wrong, but you're gonna learn some lessons off of that if you try to do something that just for attention or to impress people. There's gonna be lessons there for you to learn, because everything is lessons, man. People are in your life to teach you stuff. It's up to you to want to keep those people around, to keep repeating the same lessons over and over. If you don't want that, then you get rid of these people. When I be talking about protect your energy, I'm not saying just cut off everybody. Just cut off people that are affecting you incorrectly, because you know the people that are there for you and the ones that are not really there for your highest good. Okay, and with that statement too, I be trying to balance it out a little bit, because when you say they're all there for your highest good, actually, because it's for you to recognize what it is that they are teaching you, right? Why is it that they're in your life in the first place, and what they're there to teach you? So you have to see that and be like, okay, maybe they're there to teach you self-love, self-worth, self-value, to know so you know what you want, what you don't want, what you like and what you don't like. So it's just evaluating. That's what it is. We came from that one source that spreads itself out to experience everything at once, in different ways. It's what's going on with us in the individual body avatars, because this is just an avatar, and when the time expires, you leave it here and you go. So death is just a new beginning. It's not really death, it's just the death of the old you and the new you become. Okay, and you move on. So that's what it is, and you just move on. So you have to evaluate yourself with the people that you surround yourself with and come around you and all those different things. So everything is for your highest good. So you can recognize certain energy that is negative, toxic, and be like, okay, that was the old me. So when you killed the old you, which is leaving it behind, and you go into the new you start seeing things differently, man. And I would say, don't dislike people that did you wrong. What they call wrong is not really wrong. It's just they're just there to teach you lessons, and that's all they did. They didn't, oh, that person hurt my feelings, or that person, all these different things that they use. This English language is just casting spells every time. Even what I'm speaking here is casting spells as well. Okay, and you want to cast the right spells out there. You want to lift people up. You want to energetically lift the energy of the collective mentally, so we can all vibrate at a higher level. And even though we do need the negative side to teach us lessons and stuff like that, but you don't want to stay around that too long, because it's going to affect you and it's going to change you. And if you want to change for the better, you got to just stop cutting out these people that are negative. You know what I'm saying? They want to sit around and gossip about this person, want to be jealous and this and envies and all that other stuff. Like, no, don't hang around that group, don't hang around that person, don't give that person your attention. If that person is disrespectful, hateful, always talking about negative thing. Every time they call you, they got some negative stuff to talk about, some toxic stuff to talk about. Yo, cut that out. Like, hey, I really don't want to have this conversation. And sometimes I be trying to do that with people, including family members too. Like, yo, I don't want to have this conversation. I want to talk about something positive, man. Like, that stuff is draining. It's like, what the hell did I just get in that conversation for? Sometimes I think about that all the time. So for all y'all family members, friends, whoever y'all call yourselves and whatever, when you come to Jade to talk to me, bro, please come to me with some positive energy. If you come to me with some negative thing that you want us to work on, so we can, then I will get involved with that, because now I want to. It's about what can we do to better the situation of the person, not to gossip and then put the person down. No. We don't. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get involved in that. I stay away from that, and that's why I preach love all the time, because it's the only thing that is real. Everything else is illusion and it's fake. You don't need to be wasting your time and energy on all those things, because they're not real, they're fake. And that's the honest truth. Protect your energy, okay? The best you can. You have to, and like I said, if somebody is disrespectful, it says, a lot of people will say, I just give you back what you give me. You just being the person that you don't like or you don't want to be. Why would you want to mirror something that you don't like? That makes no sense. And for those of you, you have to reciprocate the energy that you want. Okay? And people have to okay, it's hard for certain people. Man, I need to go because I'm running out of time. But it's hard for certain people because it's difficult because they're battling their ego and pride all the time. You know, they don't want to let go of the old them. You know, they want to hold so tight to them, to that old self, and the old self hasn't done the job that it was there to do at the time. You have to just let it go and move on to the new you. Stop holding on to the old you. You know, I did that. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. You know, trying to hold on to things that I knew was done, teaching me the lessons that I needed to learn from it. You remember, I said, you gotta let go. You can't hold on. And everything is for lessons. It's for your highest good. Yes, remember I said it's for your highest good. It wasn't there to hurt you and bring you down and all that extra stuff. Yes, it brought your energy down. It brought you at a lower point. But yeah, what did you learn from it? I always say that. What did you learn from it? Because that's why it happened to you. Because you had to learn whatever it is that you're supposed to learn from it. There's no coincidence, there's no mistakes, there's none of that stuff is real. All that stuff is fake. Everything happens to you for a reason. Find out the reason, and then take that package that you learn and carry it with you and leave the rest behind. Okay? And get with people that reciprocate the same energy that you were in or looking to be in. You want to be around people that reciprocate the same energy, that will uplift you and support you, that are there for your highest good. They're not there to backstab you and do all these other crazy things that people do out here, and they continuously doing these crazy things, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying crazy things, but they're teaching people lessons every time, every chance they can, and they're there to teach us. They're not really there, you know, to continue to hurt us and stuff like that. You can look at it that way, but it's, like I said, change the way you look at things, and the things you change, the things you look at will change. So change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. So you have to change the way you look at it. That's what I'm saying. Look at it as, okay, what did I learn from it? What did I get from it? What did I gain from it? Now, what can I take out? What can I leave out? And blah, blah, blah. Do that. All right, I'm going to cut this video now because I got to go. It's your boy, King J. We're going to have this conversation again. You have a wonderful and great day. Light and love to every being out there. Let's get on this and let's teach people. Protect your energy, you know what I'm saying? Be positive, think positive. Don't have negative thoughts about certain people that you claim hurt you. No, they didn't hurt you. They taught you a lesson. Learn a lesson and move on. You don't have to stay in that person's energy. You don't have to be around that person. You don't have to associate with that person, affiliate with anybody that are around that person. You know what I'm saying? You know, we speak about, you threw a lot of knife in my back, you threw a lot of soil in my back, you did all this, you sabotaged my name, you burned all the bridges, now you can't come back, you know what I'm saying, all these different things. Yeah, they burned that bridge, There's water going 100 miles on that bridge, not under the bridge, but in the spot of the bridge. There's no coming back. They can't cross back over. Do not allow anybody back in your energy that did you what they said wrong, but that taught you the lessons that you needed to learn from them, or they can't even teach you, right? So once you learn that lesson, that's fine. You have learned a lesson. Don't bring that person back into your energy. unless that person change and starts to, be in the same energy as you, that you have moved into, then you can now bring that person back in your energy, not because you're vibrating at the same level. Not just cut them off. Once you notice that they're vibrating at the same level, and that energy is comfortable, not comfortable, but it's there with you, then you can bring that person. That person can come back. It will automatically happen. By the way, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna just vibrate, and it's just gonna match, and it's gonna fit. You won't have to force nothing. But if they're coming back, trying to fake the energy and be in that energy, to pretend to manipulate the energy, you're gonna feel it once you're aware of yourself and you understand yourself. You're gonna feel that they're being fake. You're gonna feel that energy because they cannot fake that energy anymore. Once you get to a higher level of understanding life and how energy works, nobody can trick you anymore, because once they come around, you can feel their energy. People don't understand. I walk up into the room, there's a change, but there's a reason for that. It's how I'm vibrating, how I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? You can feel my energy. It's different. Okay? But that's what it is. And then, like I said, these people that are in the negative energy, toxicity, that being, that stuff drains you so bad. That being so toxic, you can feel their energy when they come around, man. Toxicity is draining. Okay. Anyways, I love you guys, man. Stay tuned. I got a lot more to talk about, a lot more to come up with and to discuss with you guys. And I love this conversation, because for me, this is my purpose. I've come to understand that now, that I, as an Aqua, Aquarius, we are humanitarians, and this is what we do. This is why we're here, to change the world. Okay, and we have a lot of work to do. We are in the age. I think it is fully going to affect, 2025. But we are walking into it, man. The Aquarian's age, and we're gonna switch things up. And I hope y'all ready. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be encouraging. It's gonna be we're gonna thrive off of courage. Don't sleep on courage. Anyways, love you guys. Stay tuned. Intuitive living. I'm gonna speak from the heart. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't sugarcoat nothing for you, because I have to be real to you, because I'm real to myself. As long as I'm real to myself, I can be real to you. If you don't like it, because you're not vibrating at the same energy, and it's okay. Go on to the energy that you vibrate as, and you're comfortable with, and you want to stay at. If you want to stay at as your old you, go ahead and stay there. That's fine. It's your choice. It's free will. I'm never ever gonna be stepping on anybody's will, ever. Because when you do, the universe will get at you on that. So karma is right at the door, watching your every move. Oh, I got a lot to talk about when it comes to this whole going to church, the whole religious thing, going to church, and then Monday to Saturday doing all these crazy things, and then Sunday morning you go sit and lying to yourself that you're about to repent and God gonna forgive you. That's like you just saying God is stupid. You can mess up, or what they call messed up, Monday to Saturday, and then you go sit in the morning talking about you praying for forgiveness, and then right after you leave the church, in the same church, you start gossiping and doing all this stuff again, and get back doing the same thing, and then come back and repeat. It's like y'all think God is stupid. The energy of what they call God, it's not what is in the Bible, by the way. That is not a God. That's a human. That's just one of these kings, these rich freaking people controlling people. There's the creator. I believe in the creator of all. That energy that we describe or we call God is not the thing that is in the Bible. Those are people. Those are just men with power, have information, and controlling a bunch of people. Kings, they're the one fighting amongst themselves. Go here, go kill these people. Come on, you gotta read the book. Read the book. Don't pick passages in it that sounds good and then make you feel good for a little bit and then boom, you back to the old crazy you. Okay? Stop fooling yourself. Come on, man. We gotta do some research. We gotta read. Okay? Protect your energy. You're taking in a lot of stuff that's not good for you. That's why you're in a horrible energy. You understand why you're angry all the time? Why you're stressed, depressed, anxiety all the time? You're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. The body is just reacting to it. Love you guys. Love and light. I'm out. Alright, so we continue the conversation we were having. And there's a lot that goes into that we gotta put in perspective. We're dealing with various situations, and we really gotta think things through. But there's a driving force behind all the things that people are doing out of character or in character because of how they were brought up and the environment they were, brought up in. So all those things have to be put into consideration, or certain behavior or behavioral patterns you see in certain individuals. And when I'm doing these videos, I'm not doing these videos in the space of assent. As a sense, like I don't miss the mark. I do. But what I do in missing the mark is making sure I do not repeat that which I have done before. Because doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is not something that I do or encourage. But the thing about that is I don't even think it's insanity anymore. I just think it's just plain stupidity. And not to be insulting to anybody intelligent or not intelligent, but ego, because mostly that's the part of you that disagree with a bunch of different things. It's your ego side, your pride, and that is something that a lot of people do need to face. That's your shadow side. You have to face that side of you, and you have to defeat it in a way. You're supposed to merge it with your higher self. Back to what I was saying. I don't do this video to act witty. I do these videos because I do a lot of studies and I do a lot of observation, and different behavior patterns and so forth. Back in high school, I did, sociology and psychology, and I was always interested in knowing humans' behaviors. And that was just something that was from within. I was always interested in that, just trying to figure out
general. So I kind of tuned it down a little bit, as you can tell that I'm back, having this conversation with you guys. But we act differently. We approach things differently from different perspectives, and each individual perspective must be acknowledged as their perspective and their viewpoint, or and so forth. And not to step on anybody's will. Obviously, you can't really do that without having any sort of backlash or pushback, defense, or whatsoever. But you must not interfere too much in other people's situation. But I always think, as a collective, we all have to hold ourselves responsible for actions that we display. There's no excuses for what we do, because everything you do, you made a decision or a choice. You didn't just do it. Once you decide to do it, that's a decision, right? Decide, that's a decision. You decided to do it. You made a choice. You made a decision. When it comes to the toxic things that mankind get caught up into, and do what they call evil things, which is living backwards. It all has some stems from trauma that individual might have had. But these are the things that comes up or start most of the war. Money, power, respect, sexuality, sex. Sex plays such a key part in the chaos we see out there nowadays. The toxicity that we see all around an individual now. Like, people are just so toxic now. And the worst part about this whole thing is it's 2021, and you got a lot of people that are still doing the same old things they were doing. And with the social media, with all this stuff, the music, the movies, and all these different entertainments that they got available are reprogramming the minds of many, because those writers, they know what they're doing. And I don't want to get into that with this conversation, because I was more focused on people being held responsible, especially when it comes to the whole relationship thing. A lot of people struggle with that, and the three main things that you have, this is the Trinity. It's the three Trinity that you must master.